Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Miss Angela's Story Time here at the library. Happy Good Friday to you all. And you know, Easter will be here soon, just a few more days. So, boys and girls, I'm going to read 3 books today. We're doing a little Easter program. And the first book is going to be a new book. Here comes T-Rex Cottontail. And we have permission from HarperCollins Publishers to read that book. And then I am going to read The Night Before Easter and Chocolate Chicken. Both of those books with permission from Penguin Random House. So, you know I like to start with If You're Happy and You Know It, boys and girls. So, let's get ready to sing along with me and do the motions.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3.
Hooray! All right. The first book I'm going to read is called Here Comes T-Rex Cottontail. And like I said, this is one of our new books. That's a funny looking bunny, huh? Let's see what's going to happen. T-Rex was looking in the mirror. Not bad, he said. Not bad at all. Just then the doorbell rang. He answered it. It was his friends, Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon. Why the funny ears and big cottontail? Diplodocus asked. Tomorrow is Easter, Stegosaurus said, not Halloween. Peter Cottontail, aka the Easter Bunny, has a cold, T-Rex said, and he asked me to deliver his eggs for him tomorrow. But you can't hop, Iguanodon said. Well, I've been practicing, said T-Rex. The 3 friends looked around. Where are the eggs? They asked. At his house, T-Rex answered. I'm hopping down there right now to get them. Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon watched as T-Rex wobbled and hopped out the door. I'm afraid those eggs are in for a shell-shattering trip tomorrow, Stegosaurus said. T-Rex can practice when he gets back, Iguanodon said. Too late, Diplodocus said, looking out the window. There he goes, trying to hop. And here he comes back. Poor T-Rex, wobbling and hopping up the bumpy trail. He stumbled and fell and landed kersplat on Peter Cottontail's basket full of eggs. Oh my, what a mess. Eggs are cracked. They're everywhere. Oh no. T-Rex walked slowly into his house. What now? His friends asked. I don't know, T-Rex answered. Suddenly, T-Rex had an idea. We'll get more eggs, he said, and we'll color them. Then I'll have some to deliver Easter morning. Where will we get more eggs? Stegosaurus asked. Hen gave all of hers to Peter Cottontail. There must be more out there somewhere, T-Rex said. Diplodocus grabbed his empty basket. You stay here and practice, he said. We'll go get some eggs. By the end of the afternoon, T-Rex had gotten the wobble out of his hop, and his friends had gotten more eggs. T-Rex was pleased. Where did you get them from? He asked. From duck and goose and turkey, said Stegosaurus said, and one from Screech Owl. We better start coloring them now, Iguanodon said, or we won't be done till dawn. So late that night, all the eggs were colored. T-Rex and his friends were asleep and snoring. They were worn out. Unfortunately, when the sun came up, T-Rex and his friends were still asleep. But the children weren't. They were at their windows, awake and waiting. Shouts of, "Where are you, Easter Bunny?" could be heard from all over. T-Rex heard them. He jumped up. He put on his funny ears, his cottontail, and his long twitching whiskers, his jacket, and his bow tie. "I'll save an egg for Peter Cottontail," T-Rex said to his friends. "So meet me at his house later. We'll give it to him then," he said, hopping out the door. The children were still at their windows, waiting and worrying until T-Rex hopped into view. "Cool," they shouted. "That's one really big cottontail hopping down that bumpy trail." When all the eggs except one had been delivered, T-Rex started hopping back up the bumpy trail. "Thanks for our eggs, Mr. Really Big Cottontail," the children called after him. "Any time," T-Rex called back. T-Rex hopped to Peter Cottontail's house. His friends were already there. "Do you have the egg?" they asked. So T-Rex nodded and rang the doorbell. Peter Cottontail answered it. T-Rex handed Peter Cottontail the egg. "For me?" Peter Cottontail asked. T-Rex and his friends nodded. "No one has ever given an egg to me," said the Easter Bunny. "Thank you." So just then the eggs began to crack open. Crack, 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 and dozens of tiny ducks started quacking, and tiny geese started honking, and tiny turkeys started gobbling. "Oh, this is the best Easter ever," the children shouted. Then Peter Cottontail's egg began to crack open. Crack! And one tiny screech owl started screeching. Peter Cottontail was surprised and delighted. "This is the noisiest Easter ever," he said. "The noisiest and the best. I shall never forget it." "Nor shall we," said T-Rex and his friends. Happy Easter, everybody. All right, that's one of our cute U-books. Now, get your fingers ready. Let's do Incy Wincy Spider. Get your fingers ready.
The Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy Spider went up the spout again. The Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy Spider went up the spout again.
All right, boys and girls. Now, let's do another Easter book. This is called Max's Chocolate Chicken. Max's Chocolate Chicken. One morning, somebody put a chocolate chicken in the bird bath. Who likes chocolate Easter bunnies or may have chocolate chicks? Or who likes chocolate? I do. "I love you," said Max. He loves him some chocolate. "Wait, Max," said Max's sister Ruby. "First, we go on an egg hunt. If you find the most eggs, then you get the chocolate chicken. And if I find the most eggs, then I get the chocolate chicken." Max went looking for eggs, but all he found was a mud puddle. Ruby found a big yellow egg. Max didn't find any. "No eggs, no chicken," said Ruby. Max went looking again, but all he found were acorns. Ruby found a blue egg. "Max," said Ruby, "pull yourself together. Otherwise, you'll never get the chocolate chicken." So Max went looking with Ruby. Ruby found a red egg with green stars. Max found a spoon. Ruby found a gold egg with purple stripes and a turquoise egg with silver swirls and a lavender egg with orange polka dots. Max, what did he find? He found himself some ants. Then he made an ant and acorn pancake. Ugh, does that sound good? Kind of sounds yucky to me. Max said, Ruby, you'd have trouble finding your own ears if they weren't attached to your head. Ruby counted her eggs. I'm the one who's going to get the chocolate chicken, Max, said Ruby. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. Max has none. But Max ran away, and he grabbed the chicken and he hid. Oh no. The bird bath was empty. Where are you, Max? Ruby called. Max ate the chicken's tail. I see you, said Max. Or, I see you, Max, said Ruby's, but she really didn't. Max ate the chicken's head. I'll give you half the chocolate chicken, Max, yelled Ruby. Max ate the wings. Then he popped out of his hiding place. Max, said Ruby, how could you do this to me? And the evidence is all over his white fur. There's the chocolate all around his face. But look, somebody else is sneaking another chocolate chicken into the bird bath. And now Max is seeing it, and he's like, I love you. Now, I like this book because it teaches a little lesson that Ruby was going to share. Had Max just gone along with it and hunted for the eggs, she would have shared. But he was being very greedy. He wanted it all for himself, and he didn't play right to get it. So remember, boys and girls, especially now, you might be around your sisters and brothers even more. Be sure and share with them when you can. All right. Now we're going to do Here Comes Peter Cottontail. Y'all sing along.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Bringing every girl and boy baskets full of Easter joy. Things to make your Easter bright and gay. He's got jelly beans for Tommy, colored eggs for Sister Sue. There's an orchid for your mommy and an Easter bonnet too. Oh, here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, happy Easter day.
All right, boys and girls, how about one more book? This is one of my favorite Easter books. It's called The Night Before Easter. 'Twas the night before Easter, just before dawn, not a creature was stirring out on the lawn. Our baskets were set on the table with care in hopes that the Easter bunny soon would be there. Sister and I were tucked snug in our beds while visions of jelly beans danced in our head. Then out in the barn the hens made such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. When what to my curious eyes should appear but a big fuzzy rabbit with a crook in his ear. He walked on 2 legs, which I thought was quite funny. No rabbit could do that except for the Easter bunny. He sniffed at a pansy, a tulip, a rose, jumped over a shovel, a rake, and a hose. Then up to our house in just a few hops, he came bearing chocolates and striped lollipops. As I sat on the stairs, not making a sound, that swift dapper bunny sprang in with a bound. His soft fur was spotless from his head to his toe. His face was all checkered, his tie in a bow. His eyes, how they sparkled, his whiskers, how merry. His tail was like cotton, his nose like a berry. He made not a sound, but went straight to his treasure, filled up our baskets, adding more for good measure. Chocolates and chicks and candy galore spilled from our baskets and onto the floor. And just when I thought that the bunny was done, he picked out some eggs, looking over each one. He carefully hid them on couches and chairs, the mantel, the bookshelf, and under the stairs. When a rooster crowed, he turned with a start. He wiggled his nose, then went to his cart. He sprang from the house with a single bound and bounced down the street without making a sound. I read his note as he hopped away. Happy Easter to all, and to all a great day. All right, boys and girls, today I want to show you a craft you can make. You can make yourself a little Easter bunny. Now, these are maybe some supplies you have around the house, and if so, that would be awesome. All you need is a paper plate. And you don't even have to use these, but if you have some cotton balls, you'll need some cotton balls if you have them. Glue stick or some glue. And some of this. Pipe cleaners and little pom-poms if you have them. And maybe wiggle eyes. But if you don't have that, you can still make you one. Just draw it or color it. And here I just out of cardstock, I just made some ears. You can have a grown-up help trace it out and cut it for you. Put his little eyes on, nose, his whiskers. But just take a look at this and you can get creative. Yours can look totally different. It doesn't even have to be white, but you can do it any way you like. But just thought that I might show you this and maybe you can make one. So boys and girls, we hope you all have a wonderful Easter, and remember, stay safe. Keep washing those hands, covering your cough if you have to cough or sneeze, and stay safe. And we miss you from the Saluda County Library. We love you all and hope to see you all soon. Happy Easter.